Hi friends, welcome to Rishi Learns Tech. Today I would like to give you an overview about what all are the things that we have that we need as a prerequisite before doing a data science or machine learning project. So what all are the areas that we have to build our knowledge, and what all are the environment, what environment we are using for coding data science or machine learning projects, and what is the language that we mainly use, why we are using that language, and what is library. So I will be giving an overview about all these things so that you will get to know that where to start with and how can we start doing this kind of large projects, and where can we do all these codes, or where can we write all these codes. So that is it. So let's get into the video. So the first thing we are going to check is that where we are going to write this code. So to understand that thing, we must know that this building a machine learning model or a data science project is uh, very complicated. It needs very computing power, which means the CPU must work so hard to train these models. So, if you're taking a normal computer without a minimum specification, we cannot say that we can build a model in that. Because if, for example, if you are using a 4 GB RAM laptop or computer, or if your processor is very like old, or if your processor is like i3 or like that, so what will happen is the computer will not be able to train or perform the mathematical operations or computations behind this code. It is not like the other no, other coding files that we are doing in a software development journey or something. But this is like we are completely relying on the machine, and we are completely making our computer or our CPU, the core of the computer, work very hard. Like there should be a minimum specification for the for doing such kind of projects. So there are also options which we can do without if you are having a low specification laptops also. So I will come to that later. So I was talking about the environment that we are going to code. There is one site called anaconda.com where we will get a software development kit called Anaconda. So this Anaconda contains multiple things which can be used for different kinds of projects. So you can go to Anaconda's website and download it from there. So after downloading Anaconda, there will be multiple things like Jupyter Lab, Jupyter Notebook, PyCharm, VS Code, Spider, Pygame. So many things will be there. So as we are doing data science or machine learning project, we will be focusing, or we will be opening the Jupyter Notebook instead of VS Code or Python that we use for general purpose coding. So what is the you will be thinking, what is the difference between this PyCharm, VS Code, and Jupyter Notebook, right? So before going to why we choose this Jupyter Notebook instead of PyCharm and VS Code, we can look for what language we are going to code. So generally we can use many languages like C++, Java, and multiple languages are there which we can use for creating our data science or machine learning project. And these languages also gives us more performance compared to Python. But what we are doing is we are writing the code with Python. So you will be thinking, why? If Java, C++ kind of languages are giving this much performance, and why we choose Python? Even though the Python is not giving very much performance compared to other language. Okay, if you're comparing only that performance difference is there. Otherwise, the Python is giving it at its best. Why we are using Python? Actually, the Python is very simple to read and write code. It is famous for its readability and accessibility. There are many libraries that helps Python to do heavy tasks, and there is a large community out there where they are trying to implement many things using Python. Like they are contributing to Python to make it as a very good language which is suitable for any kind of use. So that is for example, if you are saying Python can be used for building machine learning and data science projects. In other field, we can say Python can be used for developing websites, like the backend code, backend part. Python, Django frameworks are there. So this Python can be used in multiple places. That is the main advantage. Why we are using this .ipynb file or notebook file? We can say .py file is a normal Python file and .ipynb file is a notebook file. So if you are using a notebook file, means you can execute a particular block of code within a file. That is a very good advantage. For example, if you are writing a specific function and if you want to execute only that part of or only that function in the entire file, we can use Jupyter Notebook as an environment for coding these kind of things. And as we are doing machine learning projects, in the previous video I have already talked about the steps included in building a machine learning model. So in each of these process can be written as a block of code, and we can execute it separately without affecting the remaining part of code. So that's why we are using Jupyter Notebook. Another thing I would like to speak about is that Google Colab. So as I have mentioned, if you are having a low specification laptop or computer, how can we write this data science or machine learning codes, project code? So for that, there is a free tool, like a free environment provided by the Google, and it is known as Google Colab. You can search it directly, and there will be, it will be like a notebook file only. There will be many cells. In these cell we are writing the code, and these each cell can be executed separately. So if you are having a low specification laptop, means just go through this Google Colab and you can do any kind of projects that you want to do. Until now we have discussed about which environment we should use, which language we should use. Now let us look at some of the software prerequisites that we require to complete our data science project. If why we are using this libraries? Actually, this software prerequisites are called libraries, and why we are using libraries is because this library provides additional functionalities that help us to complete our project. For example, if you are taking a project, means you will have to do data manipulations, data visualization, and data like algorithm we have to import it somewhere. So for all these kind of things, we need some libraries that already contain all these things, and we need to learn how to use that things efficiently. There are many libraries out there, but the basic libraries that we have to install is that NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, Scikit-learn, TensorFlow, PyTorch. So if you're installing all these libraries, means NumPy and Pandas can be used for NumPy can be used for data manipulation. This Matplotlib and Seaborn can be used for data visualization, and for data cleaning and pre-processing we can use Pandas, and for algorithms, machine learning algorithms, and some sample data sets, we can use Scikit-learn. that library. And for if you're doing like deep learning projects or something, this PyTorch and TensorFlow will also be required. And one more thing that we have to be known about is framework. We need to use any one framework to deploy our model, because model deployment means we are making our model available to the public. So we cannot give a model like we cannot give a code source. So what we do is that we will build a front end, or and we will build a back end, and we will be integrating our model to uh, this framework, and then only we will be giving it to the public, so that the public can use it like with a good user interface, and good user experience will be there. Otherwise the user may or may not be able to use our model in a proper or efficient way. So these all are the things that we have to be understood about before uh, before doing a project in data science or machine learning. So if you have watched our video until here, thank you for watching this video. Until we see for the next time, before that, just hit that like button if you really like this video, and if you would like to get more videos like this, just hit that subscribe button. Bye.